right here, and as you can see, there's a high school. Well, I noticed something funny. So, a tank blew up right here on the corner. And they blew up right here by the high school. So I could just see a report from some poor little kid be like, Mommy, guess what happened today? What is it, dear? The entire army just blew up while we were at recess today at the school. What? I will blame El Presidente. And then, you know, she turns up dead and everyone's just like, we love El Presidente. Yeah. So we just got invaded by the Allies in the famous World War I and II battle of Tropico. Right. More shacks are here, which means more military towers. Now, originally I said I would not go to modern times. You know, I'm just going to do it anyways. But I changed my mind, and I'm only going to do it just so I could have Blackbeard fire off a giant laser. Because I can. Oh, rebels. You're rich and you're working at the sugar plantation. Why are you unhappy? You can just die. Ungrateful scumbags. Another mansion. And now, I'm sure some of you are aware that I have been sort of lying to everyone. Now, I'm not sure when things will go straight to hell, but they will. I'll give everyone social security, but yeah. Now, let's see. I want the religious, to have a...
by the recent revelations about one of the island's most prominent factions. I mean, based on their behavior in the Jolly Roger and in the bedroom. I have my doubts, but this is too much. Those poor kittens.
That's great. So I just blame the religious randomly, and, you know, apparently people were okay with that. Right. Back to being an awful dictator. Sure, why not? Let's export meat. We have plenty of that. Right. So the war will end eventually. Nope, screw you communists. In fact, I'm gonna go back to persecuting you and the Inquisition for right now. And, this guy, what do you expect? I'm DarthSidious's DGW. No one's going to be watching me because it's like, you know, 7 a.m. where I'm at. That's fine. I don't need your support or your likes or comments. I don't need any of that. Since we're no longer under attack, let's hope we can get some exploration out of the way while the rebels are kind of quiet. Sure, let's discover a census so I can discover... Oh, look, it's raining. I bet I know what that means. Right, so 20 more citizens are arriving. As you can see, my island is actually smaller, haha, that's what she said, than usually should be. Than what it usually is. I wanted a somewhat of a challenge. I've been like bored lately trying to figure out how to make the game, even with unlimited money, a challenge for me. Right, I'll just place the tank base right here for now. Right, these shacks living here. I've said this before, but there'll be zero tolerance for any shacks. I will place a few more mansions right here because, well, I just kicked out the poor people and now I'm giving them mansions for the rich.
Presidente.
Right, I've unlocked the full map, so that whole exploration thing was kind of pointless. Right, so military base now has workers in it. I've discovered the full map. So it's time to begin a little expansion. Right. Now, this may seem really boring to people for me just building and building and building, but the whole point of Tropico isn't always being a terrible dictator. Now, it is the point, but you gotta make sure things function properly. By function properly, I mean you don't get kicked out of office because, you know, there's not enough jobs or enough room for people to live. As you can see, I have limited space, so to utilize that, I'm just going to start kicking people out in the middle of nowhere by this gold mine. Right, so gold mine there. It's going to need a Teamster office right next to it to transport the gold. Right, so this area is going to become like a residential / industry area. Speaking of industry, I don't think I have a bauxite deposit on the island, so I won't be making steel. Right, so I can't do everything I want to do. Right, so the Scar factory I was going to put downtown, but I'll build it right here, and here's why. I'm going to build another tobacco plantation right next to it, so that there's literally no excuse that they're running out of resources.
Cigars in the world. They are clinically proven to be beneficial for your lungs, vocal cords, nasal cavities, and pituitary glands.
Right, so
A Tropican cigar is guaranteed to make you look manlier, even if you are a woman.
that's supposed to be a good thing, right? I mean, having our women look like men on the island is apparently not an issue. Right, so we have this new area that's going to need to be patrolled. And by patrolled, of course, you know I mean I'm just going to throw an army base right up here. I don't particularly need one right up here, but it'll just cause some anti-rebel patrols. Unfortunately, no one really loves me. Right, police station up here. Right. Throw a clinic. So that after you work to death in the gold mines, making me all that lovely gold, you can come here to the hospital where you spend your entire life savings that you saved up for a year for temporary treatment. I hate you. Just kidding, I love you.
I am so...
Rebels are attacking again. I could care less at this point because there's nothing they could do about it. Right, so my tanks up here are just going to deal with those rebel scum. I'm going to set down a few lovely tenement buildings for my workers. In fact, I'm going to build a few other plantations up here. Yeah, so this right here is going to change to that. Right, so I'm just ignoring the fact that there's rebels attacking me because honestly at this point I don't care. I have like 4 tank bases, so let's build some pineapples in. Yeah, I'll make our farmers and like police and like church people and educated workers and militaries, you know, people rich, but at the end of the day, we know that I am just going to have all the power. I'm going to have all the control. And here's why. Okay. If I control every industry on the island, another general downtown, yeah. See, no one wants to work at the police station, ever. I don't know if that's because everyone left my high school, but that's unacceptable. You don't want to work here. Fine. You all work to make yourselves food, you can starve and die now. Don't care. DarthSidious, you should care about your people. You know what? They're just ones and zeros. This is just a simulation. They don't matter. You're terrible. Yeah, I know I'm terrible. I'd be playing this game if I could be a good guy. And I can be, but it won't even matter for them because, you know, they hate my entire existence. Right. Another third high school right here. As I was saying earlier, we had our famous, like, battle right next to high school, and the tank blew up right on the side of the building, so... Mommy, the army, had a tank blew up. The Allies had a tank blow up at our school. That's nice, dear. It's normal here. I mean, there's so many rebellions here and like so many foreign invasions I have to deal with that it's just like a way of life now for my people. Right, so these little tenements here, I'm going to put a mansion right next to it just to be like, yeah, I'm better than you. Oh, right, since there's not enough power on the island, you know how I feel about that, I just don't care. Right here, more electricity for people.
Presidente, Tropicans await election.
Yep. Vote for Blackbeard again, because you have no choice. You try to get on his bad side, he feeds you to his pet sharks from his pirate ship. Yeah, he sends you out for a little cruise out in the ocean. A permanent cruise. Yeah. Oh, there's the bauxite. Now I can make steel. Okay, good. Steel is actually very... Person left again. Right. Everyone who's miners will probably get lots of money because they're going to die in the mines. Right, I'll just plant it right here for no particular reason. Right. So people don't particularly like me, right? Starvation. Don't care. You guys don't like working at my cow farms or pig farms anyways, so all your problems are pretty much your fault. Oh, you're all rebels. Die. You're well off. Why are you against me? You're a doctor. You're dead now. Should have had healthcare plans against El Presidente. Oh, look, you're dead, so I'm just going to banish you from the island. Right. Your entire family can no longer live here. I hope you're proud. I hope you can explain to your kids why El Presidente decided to kick you off your island, off his island. There should be no reason at all for these people. Right, so I'm going to invite a bunch of foreigners to work at my casino since none of my regular people want to do it.
Mr. President, I see.
No. I just love my response now. No. I'm not gonna build another high school. I just built one. But sure. Build another farm here and have a bunch of workers work it. Foreigners, I mean. Because once again, my people are too dumb to like know when they have a good thing going on. Like all my farms are set to where like it's local consumption. June 1925. Here in Tropico, our famous war is over against both the rebels and the stupid.
I am so furious.
Right, so no one wants to work at the rum distillery again. No one wants to work at grocery, rather than, yeah. No one ever wants to work, like, at things that actually help them, you know, not starve. Groceries? Nah, I don't want to work at the supermarket. I don't want to make sure there's food for everyone. Are you kidding me?
Long ago.
Yep, here's the first bank. Time to rip off everyone of all their money. Right. New game, you can make it to where, like, you have 50 banks, right? You make them private banks and you get all the money. Your people don't see it. Right. I'm going to activate it so you give me some money to my Swiss bank account, and I'll blame the Allies. Your name is Vianna Wilson. Right. I'm at 66 popularity. I'll actually have a bank right next to the other one. That'll be working normally without giving me that Swiss bank funds.
We have an opportunity to influence the outcome of...
I have 86 popularity. I don't need to cheat right now. But let's have a bit more liberty on the island. I control the news, so, you know, it doesn't even matter that I'm giving you it, but, yeah.
The election results are in. Let me be.
Right. Now, I need to be exporting rum for a mission, but as you can see, no one ever wants to... Right. See this right here? Fine. People are just dying from starvation, and you know what? I don't care anymore, like, to be honest. Right. Shouldn't have to force people to work at the jobs that are beneficial to all society here in Tropico. No. I just love how I keep just saying no. Oh, wealth tax again. Thank you. Right. So, people would want... while they're being taxed, I am going to give them a tax cut. Just a little bit. So, like, it's only redundant having those two policies in place, but I don't care. Right? No one wants to work here. Making them all rich. Will you work here now if you're filthy rich? Yep, they will now. Right. And people being the ungrateful. Well, time to make this, you know, rated M for mature. Being the ungrateful, dumb... You know what, I'm not even gonna go there. You know what I want to say, though. I want to say it's so bad. They are so ungrateful. Real life, if I did any of this, I could be a dictator, just be fine. Like, yeah, I killed a few rebel leaders. But realistically, no one should be rebelling on my island because of all the stuff I give them. Right. I think it's time to have a few more basic, I'll have a couple of these country homes right here downtown. Okay, so I don't know when the war will exactly be over. Right, so no one's working at the construction office, right? They want to make everyone rich here, but they're working here now. And no one wants to work at my military posts. Right, so I pretty much have all the technology unlocked. The problem is that no one seems to care. The game has yet to recognize that I am a terrible, terrible dictator. Okay, I'm just gonna put this randomly here. More people dying from starvation. Right, don't care. Right, so I have a bunch of managers who aren't doing anything, so I'm just going to increase job quality if I can everywhere. Right. Right. So that's there. Foreman here. Let's see. Library. So you can be an inventor. Right. Not like this really matters for me per se, because no one ever wants to work for me anyways, so it's sort of redundant. See right here? Why? Why don't you want to work? Okay, time to tear down this useless Catholic mission that no one's going to. Sorry, Jesus. Don't worry, I'll be building a regular church right here. Right, time to bring the road up this way now, since I have the full map to Tropico unlocked. Once again, never can seem to be able to get straight because, hi, I'm Calypso, and I was wondering if the gamers wouldn't mind per se if we just have roads that curve everywhere instead of going straight like, you know, normal roads, right? So, I'm just giving them some small crap here, but like, and then when they did fix that issue to where like you can bridge stuff, you can tunnel through wall, you know, make tunnels and stuff, cable cars. So, I'm not going to get on their case for not caring about their players, because they do. It's just like, they wait until a Tropico game has been out for the longest time. Right, so it doesn't want to seem to work right there, so I'll just send another road up this way. See, these little natural paths are like from goats and stuff. Right, so we seem to be having this little transportation issue. Right, let me fix that. So we'll have a parking lot right up here so that... Ah, yes. All our rum has been exported. But as I was trying to say, in the new Tropico game, you can build all kinds of transport things. Okay, enough about that because no one wants to hear about the new game until I get it. Right, so I have a cannery, but it'll need both fish, pineapples, and bananas to function. Right, so let me just make sure I have my first bananas plantation. Despicable Me reference there. Alright, I think it's time to have a textile mill. Put a goat farm and a wool plantation right next, a cotton plantation right next to it. Right, so a bunch of rebels are living near this area. I could care less, to be honest. Now, why don't I care? Well, because as you have seen, rebels don't care what I do regardless, so it's kind of redundant. Right, let's put some llamas. Emperor Cusco will approve on the island. Let's build a ton of these tenements. Right, just gonna stuff my workers in and not ever upgrade them to modern apartments. Another uprising, I could care less, to be honest. I have so many military at this point, it doesn't even matter what they do to me. And like I've said before, even if they manage to overthrow my regime, anything that gets destroyed is pretty much on the rebels. So, you know, if the palace gets destroyed, if any important government building gets destroyed, you could just blame the rebel scum on the island. Because, hi, I'm Rebel, and I was wondering if I could destroy all your hard work. Yeah. Let's have another bank on the island. That'll just be giving me their money. And who to blame for that? Why, the capitalists. Because once the Cold War happens, guess which side I'm supporting? That's right, my good old friend Stalin. 68 approval only. Let's have some liberty. Let's have another tavern up here. Yeah, that's right, ungrateful workers. Get to work. I'll make your lives happy. Right, so they're still unhappy with me. So time to build some more generic, well-off homes for them. As long as my support never drops before 50%, I will be fine in staying in office, like... And even if they kick me out, like I've said, well, guess what? Anything they destroy in battle, they will have to rebuild, so good luck to my successor, whoever that may be. Alright.
I am so.
More rebels are attacking. Sure.
A revolution is its own reward.
I just paid for the communist revolution because, you know, screw logic. Right, so...
President.
Nope, gold factory. Not like it even matters anymore, to be honest. Okay, so I need to export some meat. Export, export, export. That's import. Fine, I'll just export cigars instead. There we go, Germans. While you're, you know, doing your whole World War I and II thing, you can just all enjoy Tropican cigars. Oh, you're... What the... Right, there's a random crime lord who's traveling. I just ordered her death. Right, no one wants to work here. Hi, foreigners. Welcome to Tropico. Build another couple plebe homes downtown, though I don't really want to. No, in fact, I'll just ignore that. Mansions! Right. So no one really loves me, but who needs to love me? I'm a dictator. Put a tavern right next to the bank, so after your long day of stealing the people's money, you can just get a drink and celebrate your victory over the stupidity and ignorance of the people on my island. Once again, I do not care for your life. I care for stealing all your money because I'm a pirate. Blackbeard. Right, so...
It looks like a war. I met with a...
Right, so...
The Allies have...
Let them come. The Allies are invading me again. Cold War now. Yeah. And during the famous battle near the church, on the Sunday morning, the tanks of Tropico decided to blow the entire American Ally army straight to hell. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Presidente, for protecting our interests here in Tropico. Yep. Welcome to my island, motherfuckers! Haha, Cold War. Yes.
People everywhere are discussing whether we should just stick with the beaches and leave nature pristine and untouched, or build concrete sweatshops and spend our best years in back-breaking labor. Do you guys even need to think about that one?
You might not need to, but I do. Okay, so what could I be building that would be beneficial to my society as I know it? Well, glad you asked. My defense HQ, so... it's about that time to decide which building is no longer necessary for survival. Right, no one's working here anyways, so I'm just going to destroy the sugar plantation and place a military HQ right here. Once again, dictator. Progress demands that Tropico will endure. Right then, so I need someone in charge, and I know the perfect person, even though he's been working right there. Send my heir to work here. Right. Now it's time to upgrade all my tanks to the more effective ones, the Russian tanks. How we got Russian tanks, I don't know. Don't care. Probably stole them. More rebels are attacking. I mean, we just had a war, but now you're going to realize just how outclassed you are. Dumb rebel scum to attack you. Right. No one wants to work at the textile mill. I'm going to build some TV stations and hopefully they shut up about it. Modern apartments for my more useful workers. By useful, I mean they do what I want. And stop complaining about their lack of liberty. Here's a TV station. Welcome. Apparently the rebels overpowered our defenses. Right. Somehow that happened. Somehow. Right, I'll put the cathedral right behind my military base. They'll be filthy rich. Now for some edicts. I'll make everyone love me. Military drills. Start today. Secret police. Let's provoke the rebels again anyways. We just had a little rebellion, but I just can't get enough of the rebellion. Decrease all the pollution from the buildings. Let's do all that. Right. At this point, I just don't care anymore. Why don't I care? Well, it's a cruel, cruel world, all you little boys and girls. Yeah. I stopped caring pretty much because there's just too much to do, so little time to tyrannize. Right, so I'm pretty much going to call it done in about 6 minutes, everyone. Not like anyone's watching me, because once again, I'm the most boring YouTuber out there, and it's early in the morning where I'm at. You've defeated the rebels already. Yeah.
Ever told you about the time I ran away to join the circus? What a wonderful 2 years I spent there before they kicked me out for being too crazy.
Right, let's put some dolphins on the island.
If you're listening, welcome to town, and give Olga a yank on her beard.
That's how things work here in Tropico. Right, so before I call this quits, I'm going to create a nice little tourist trap right up here. Sure. Okay, so I'm going to deactivate to make sure there's no artifacts smuggling, but there's only going to be tourists there, so it's kind of pointless. Right, I'm going to put a hang gliding glove right glove right next to the little thing I have here. I'm also going to put a museum right up here. That's right, welcome to the state-run Museum of Tropico. Everyone's rich. Okay, so right, all of this is deactivated to make sure that they don't do anything funny. Right, let's have our first hotel on the island.
We've discovered.
Everyone can be rich there. Could be our well-off area, to be honest. Build a few mansions up here too, because once again, I'm a terrible, terrible dictator who does not really care about the lives of his people. Why this should surprise anyone, I don't know, to be honest. Right. This will start making us some money once tourists start, you know, coming to the island. And by making us money, you of course know I mean making me money. Right. I'm also going to put the only run hospital way out here in the middle of nowhere. No, I can't do that, so I'll put it near where everyone lives. Right, going to cause a power shortage? Well, at least now we have a hospital.
You know what the new hospital means, ladies? Cute doctors. I think I may just get sick and catch me a good doctor real soon. When hunting doctors, you have to remember one thing. They scare easily. So you always have to wear excellent makeup as camouflage.
Right, so there's not enough power again, so I'm just going to throw down another power plant right next to here. I don't get that logic. Like, I have plenty of coal, so I know I have plenty of power, but whatever. 3 minutes will call this good, everyone. Welcome back to more Tropico. Right, still not enough power. Well, I guess that'll just have to be nope, because I'm just going to have it do that. My solution is not really the greatest, I'll be honest. But who needs a good solution to anything? Right, so it's time to upgrade some of my mines to the more automated ones. That means my coal mine will have to finally be upgraded. Where is that at? Okay, so there's no mine right here. Right, the coal mine could be automated now. Scan, no one wants to live where I tell them to. Right, so these shacks still think they could live right next to here. Which I say, ha, not happening. Now where should I put my lovely national park? I think right here randomly. It'd actually be a nice little small area, so sure, let's have a national park. Alright everyone, gonna call this good. Hope you've enjoyed Tropico. This is, as always, DarthSidious's DGW. Anyways, this is DarthSidious's DGW. Make sure you like and subscribe, everyone. For the Empire. Unlimited power!